Hello, everybody, and welcome to Scholarship Mastery Academy. My name is Ape Omedi, and I'm the founder of Scholarship Mastery Academy. If this is your first time of joining me on this channel, I'd like to especially welcome you, and I would like to kindly ask also that you subscribe to this channel so that you'll be able to receive notification whenever there is a new video that is going to support you in your scholarship journey. So today I just want to share with you some PhD research opportunities at the University of Tasmania across all different fields of studies, just like we're going to be seeing in the next few minutes. The University of Tasmania has many campuses across Tasmania, but the major campus is located in Hobart, which is the capital of Tasmania. Tasmania is one of the territories in Australia, and a very beautiful one for that matter. And I believe that this is a very beautiful university as well, that will help you fulfill your dreams to become a scholarship winner sometime in the future. So today, like I said, there are about 318 opportunities I want to share with you. Unfortunately, there is nothing in accounting today, but maybe in the future there's something I'll also be able to share that with you. But we have about 17 opportunities in agriculture, 8 in architecture, 23 in biological sciences, 21 in chemistry, 3 in economics and finance, 16 in geography, planning and spatial sciences, 7 in information and communication technology, 36 in marine and Antarctic. And this is very interesting because Tasmania is located very close to the Antarctic region and is surrounded by marine bodies, lots of water, oceanic bodies just around Tasmania. So it's not surprising that there are about 36 research studies going on in that field. Again, maritime studies have about 27 research opportunities. Medical research has 32 opportunities, and social sciences has about 18 opportunities. Okay, so these all come together to 318 opportunities. So what I'm going to do now is to just go into 1 or 2 or 3 of them, so that we will look at what is involved in applying for these opportunities and how you can prepare for it. Right, so let me start with geography planning and spatial sciences. So here are all the opportunities under this big topic, and then you have the subtopics for each of the projects: creating workable city centers, evaluate resilience, endemic conifers, fire risks attribution using remote sensing, GPS measurement of deformation of East Antarctica, home, housing, and insurance. So lots of opportunities here under this particular big topic. One thing that is very clear is that all the opportunities or all the openings will close on the 18th of July. So if you want to act, you have between now and that date to make sure you submit all your documents to be eligible for consideration for these opportunities. And another thing we see is the name of the person in charge of each of the projects. For example, with this one on 3D deformation of a heterogeneous Earth, the primary supervisor is Professor Matt King, and you see here that there is scholarship available for this particular position. Now, when you click on this, say for example, we go for this first one on 3D deformation of a heterogeneous Earth, it takes you to a place where you see more, you get more information about the project. So the primary objective of this particular project is to create 3-dimensional deformation of a heterogeneous Earth using finite element modeling. And it's for PhD, like I mentioned when I started. The closing date is 18th of July 2022, and the project is located in Hobart, which is the capital of Tasmania. The opportunity is open both for domestic and international students, and this is not a problem at all, because I believe that you'll be judged based on the merit of your academic qualification and the quality of your research proposal. So irrespective of wherever you're applying from, there will be merit attributed to how students will be selected for the project. So it's not a problem. And now when you scroll down, you see another subtitle here about the research project, and you see a kind of a synopsis trying to give you a brief introduction to the project. And this is very important because it will help you to, write your research proposal that you're going to be submitting to, this application effectively. It will help you to align whatever it is that you're thinking of doing to this particular project. And there are specifically about 3 major things that this project is looking for, and they are all listed. Okay, 4 actually, and they are all listed here. So reading this will give you an idea of what to prepare for. Now look at this point, this paragraph here. It gives you a little bit of information on what you're going to gain by participating in this particular project. This is a link to the primary supervisor of this particular project, and when you click on it, it will take you to his profile. And that's very important because by the time you read the profile of the primary supervisor, it will help you to understand his area of research interest, and it's the same with all the other projects as well. And knowing the area of a researcher's or primary supervisor's research interest will help you to be able to communicate effectively with them in their language, in the language that interests them, in the language that they want to hear. So I would advise that when you go to this link, make sure you read about the supervisor as well, get some basic information about him or her. Now, what funding is available for this opportunity? Number 1, there is a living allowance stipend of about $28,854 per annum, dollars per annum, Australian dollar for Australian dollar per annum, and it goes for 3.5 years. You have a relocation allowance of $2,000 as well, and there is a tuition fees offset. They say they are for domestic students, all right, but that's not the complete information, because if you read here, you're going to see that if successful international students will receive University of Tasmania fees offset as well for 4 years. So whether you are a domestic student or an international student, so long as you're selected, you're going to receive the same benefit. Now, talking about eligibility for higher degree research studies in Tasmania, the minimum requirement is that you have a bachelor's degree. First, a bachelor's degree with a component of research. A master's by research degree, that is a master's that was conducted, the study was mostly through research studies, and master's by coursework with a component of research as well. And if you click on this link, it will take you to where you read more about all that. And then the second minimum entry requirement is the ability to speak and to write English, evidenced by anything like IELTS, TOEFL, PTE, or any other acceptable English language exam certificate. I know that many people from English-speaking countries might, find it a little bit awkward that they are being asked to do an IELTS exam or show evidence of English language proficiency. But there is also the possibility of getting a waiver for it if you are able to speak to the university itself and get a letter from your university to show that your previous studies were all conducted in English language. There is no guarantee, but this is a possibility. And you give it a try, it might work for you. Now, there are other selection criteria that are written here also that you need to have at the back of your mind if you're going to apply for this particular project. One of them is strong background in physics, mathematics, and or civil engineering or quantitative earth sciences, including geodesy. This is a desirable selection criteria. So this is very essential. You must have this to be able to apply for this, but this is desirable. So if you have it, it will be an added advantage to you. And what is that? It is experience in numerical modeling, including finite element modeling. Programming would also be helpful. Application process. First, you need to identify the project that you want to apply for, check the eligibility and the selection criteria and ensure that you meet them. Then contact the professor. And now when you put your cursor here, somewhere below your screen, you will see his email address. In fact, if you click on it, it will open a new page for you where you can easily send an email to Professor Matt King and to discuss your suitability and how any other project requirement that may not have been written on this page at the moment. And it's also an opportunity for you to share your CV, share your project ID, everything you want to share, your transcript and all that. That will give you an upper edge with the primary supervisor. Then you go ahead and submit your application before the closing date, which is 18 July. Important thing is that you must be able to copy and paste the title of the project from this advert into your application. And if you don't do it correctly, they said your application will be rejected. For example, the title of this particular project is 3D deformation of a heterogeneous Earth. So while applying for this for this opportunity, you have to copy this topic and put it in a section that is already provided for you to do so. As part of your application, you will need to submit a covering letter, a CV, and 2 references, as well as a research proposal. And for PhD, a research proposal of about 2 to 4 pages should be enough to apply for a PhD, a scholarship or PhD opportunity. So these are basically the information that you need for this particular opportunity. So let's look at another one in another domain. Let's say information and communication and technology. So under this big topic, these are the different opportunities we have. Challenge-based learning in ICT education. So let's look at that one, and it's headed by Dr. Erwin Ruera. Again, we see all the basic information as well for this opportunity, and then we see a synopsis of it as well, with a few references that you can go and read to give you more idea about what this project is all about, give you a kind of a background of what this project is all about. Again, the funding is the same as every other of these opportunities, 28,854 Australian dollars for 3.5 years, a relocation allowance of $2,000, and then offsetting of school fees for 4 years for international students if selected. Again, you read the minimum requirement, which is the same for all the opportunities. Contact the professor here and discuss the suitability and any other project requirement that is not mentioned here. The same thing, while applying for this, you copy and paste the title of the project in the application, and then your covering letter, CV, and 2 referees and a research proposal. So let's see, maybe social sciences, and these are the topics as well, all listed for you to look at and choose which is interesting to you. So let's see, sustainable food systems. This would be interesting, I think. Again, we have the basic information, we have the synopsis. Here you see the name of the professor, and this is a link to the professor's profile and not email, from what I can see at the bottom of my screen here. So if you click on this, it will take you to the profile of the professor, where you can also see his email. And funding is the same as well. And then here they kind of mention what they are looking for. And this is essential for them. Background in social sciences, who is interested in researching alternative food systems, employing an interdisciplinary perspective, project proposal that investigate food system transitions towards ones that are economically, socially, environmentally, and culturally appropriate are welcome. Proposal should employ a qualitative research methodology and focus on some aspect of alternative food systems, employing a policy, politics, political economy, or education for sustainability lens. So these should help you to draw up or write up your research proposal. And then the application process, the same for each and every one of them. So I'll drop the link to these opportunities on the description of this video, and you can click on it and go and look at it later on. If you have any question or any comment, just drop it in the comment, and I'll be able to come back and respond to any comments or questions that you may have. And I hope that this is useful to you. And if you end up applying, I wish you all the best in your application. This is where I'll draw the curtain for today until I come your way again next time. If you've not subscribed to the channel, please don't forget to subscribe before you leave. Thank you very much and have a beautiful day. Bye.